Good morning, and welcome back to Daily Dhamma, a letter to our children. Today is June 30th, and our reading is Thanks for the Memories. I think we are well advised to keep on nodding terms with the people we used to be, whether we find them attractive company or not. Otherwise, they turn up unannounced and surprise us, come hammering on the mind's door at 4 a.m. of a bad night and demand to know who deserted them, who betrayed them, who is going to make amends. And that's Joan Didion from her book Slouching towards Bethlehem. If we're not at least a little embarrassed by what we were doing a year ago, we aren't doing this right. We don't believe in morbid reflection, but we're grateful for memories to keep us on course. Life is not a motor launch. It's more of a sailboat. We can't point from A to B, throttle up the engines, and then just go there. We've got to tack and reach and back the sails and go back and forth until we eventually reach our goal. And so that means we've got to change direction quite a bit. And that's a lucky thing. That's one of the reasons that we wrote this book. This second quarter the theme was sincerity. And just a reminder, the four quarters go with Mrs. Dhamma's view of the world, which is the things that you need to live a good life: humility, sincerity, effort, and gratitude, in that order. And we had sincerity for the second quarter, and that included sincerity for April. In May we did right speech, and in June we did right action, and those are part of the Sila stream within the Eightfold Path. For the third quarter, the theme is going to be effort, and July is going to be Mrs. Dhamma's effort, and that's going to focus on education and learning. August is going to be right livelihood, and that's the last part that we're going to cover from Sila, or the ethical conduct stream within the Eightfold Path. And on that, we're going to focus on teaching and teachers. September will be right effort, and that's from the Eightfold Path. That's the samadhi, or mental discipline stream. Some people call it the meditation stream. And that will be right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. That'll be our fourth quarter. But for September, we're going to be looking at right effort. Humility is not thinking less of ourselves, but thinking of ourselves less. And I know that's been attributed to C.S. Lewis, and it sounds just like him, but we have looked high and low and haven't been able to find that. So if you have a citation for that, please clue us in, and then we'd be happy to cite it. But humility is where Mrs. Dhamma started with what we need to have a successful life. This last quarter, the second quarter of this year, has been sincerity. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Don't blow smoke up anybody's dress. Tell the truth quickly. The third quarter is effort, and nothing happens unless you put some time and effort into it. These things don't just fall out of the sky. And we're going to look at effort from Mrs. Dhamma's standpoint, as well as from the Eightfold Path standpoint. And then our last quarter will be gratitude. Do we have any idea how lucky we are? So happy trails to you until we meet again.